So far knowledges हमें क्या क्या? We should know what is linear pair, we should know what is vertically opposite angle, we should know what are complementary angles, we also know what are supplementary angles. ठीक है? So 6.2 starts with the parallel line and transversal, which some part of it you might have already but read in class 7. We will revisit it now, and this is one of the most important what do you call theorem that you should know. This will be helpful in any physics, any mechanics class later that you go. Okay, given two parallel lines, let's say we are given two parallel lines, and let's name the lines as, say, L and line M. Okay, given two lines L and M, and L is parallel to M. Okay, L is parallel to M. So we are given lines L and M such that L is parallel to M. L is parallel to M, and we have another line. We have another line, or maybe a segment, or it can be a ray also, right? And that line, say, suppose strikes across these two parallel lines. It strikes across these two parallel lines. Then such a line is called as the transversal. इसे हम transversal बोलते हैं. Let's say this is the line N. So N is known as the transversal. Okay, we need to hold. Board has got hung up. Wait. I am myself laughing internally, thinking about your nervous system. This is known as transversal. N is known as your transversal, right? So when this transversal intersects a pair of parallel lines, then a lot of angle formation takes place, and let us have a look at those angles. Okay, Bhavya, page वेज देखना हो गया तो थोड़ा इधर भी देख लो बेटा. Say angle 1, we have angle 2, we have angle 3, and we have angle 4, and similarly we will have angle 5, angle 6, angle 7, and angle 8. 8 angle formations will take place. Are we fine? Okay. Now some of the things which you already know, if you take line L, then obviously 1 and 2 form a linear pair. Similarly, 2 and 3 form a linear pair. Are you getting it? If this is a straight line, sorry, if you take line L as a straight line, then 1 and 2 is a linear pair. If you take N as a straight line, then 2 and 3 is a linear pair. 3 and 4 is a linear pair. Similarly, 1 and 4 is also a linear pair. So we see a lot of linear pair formations, same in the bottom line. Also, we see pairs of vertically opposite angles also. Are we fine? So more combinations that we will be seeing out here are known as, say, angle 4. Okay, angle 4 will always be equal to angle 8. Angle 4 will always be equal to angle 8. And similarly, angle 3 will be equal to angle 5. These angles are known as alternate interior angles. These are known as alternate interior angles. Are we fine? So telepathy over? Any other coded language you have? We'll talk about the interesting talk once the class is over. For now, let's concentrate on geometry. Also, angle 1 will be equal to angle 7, and angle 2 will be equal to angle 6. These are known as alternate exterior angles. These are alternate interior angles. These are known as alternate exterior angles. Point is, you should remember all these things when you are solving a problem. So alternate angles, are you fine with? We get alternate interiors, we get alternate exteriors. Okay, Once we have seen alternate angles, our next set of angles that we will see are known as corresponding angles. Our next set of angles are known as corresponding angles. And let's say have a look at corresponding angles. Corresponding angles कैसा रहता है? उसके घर का ड्राइंग रूम, मेरे घर का ड्राइंग रूम, उसके घर का किचन, मेरे घर का किचन. So our corresponding angles will be angle 1 will equal to angle 5, and similarly angle 4 will equal to angle 6. On the other side, angle 2 will be equal to angle 8, and angle 3 will be equal to angle 7. इतना समझ में आया? Have you understood corresponding angle? Then there is something that we nowadays learned as consecutive angle. आजकल लोग इसे co-interior भी बोलते हैं. So consecutive करने से easy हो जाता है. Consecutive interior, consecutive exterior. Okay, co-interior. So consecutive angles. And consecutive angles हमेशा they are supplementary. Consecutive angles are supplementary. So let's look at our consecutive angles. In consecutive angles, we will first get the consecutive interior angles. And the interior angles are supplementary, which means 3 plus 8 should be equal to 180 degree. This is very easy. How to understand 3 plus 8, 180? 8 is parallel, na? इसको ऐसे लिख के चले जाओगे. 3 plus 8 should be 180 degree. And similarly, 4 plus 5 should be equal to 180 degree. We don't get a use of this consecutive exterior, but they are also 180. 2 and 7 will add up to 180 degree. 1 and 6 will also add up to 180 degree. So you have consecutive interior. You also have exterior angles. And in exterior, we'll say 2 added with 7 should give me 180 degree. And 1 added with 6 should also give me 180 degree. Children, this is a very, very important theorem, and the findings are more important. In every physics diagram that you will draw in grade 11, some force, some diagram, this thing will come into picture in a lot of places. So, and this is generally taught in 7th and 8th grade, but you should know this. उतार लीजिए इसको. Who is absent? Ritisha is absent and Tegbir is absent. Tegbir is joining online. Tegbir बेटा online join कर रहे हो, क्या हो गया बेटा? अच्छा पेट दर्द हो रहा है. आहा. क्या खाए थे? कुछ नहीं खा के पेट में दर्द होता है. दिमाग खाए हो गया किसी का ना? बाहर का, हाउ डू यू नो बाहर का खाने से खाली दर्द होता है? फास्ट था. अच्छा, इस बार बाहर का नहीं खाया फिर भी दर्द हुआ. पेट है कि मतलब छोटा सा बटर पेपर जैसा कुछ खा गया पेट दर्द हो गया है इतना जल्दी? कितना देर से दर्द हो रहा है? अच्छा 1 घंटा से. अजवाइन खा लो ठीक हो जाएगा.
Recording in progress.
चलें, shall we go? अच्छा चलिए. इस तरह से मान लीजिए in this problem, मान लीजिए say for example somebody says this angle is 60 degree. Somebody says this angle is 60. This information is sufficient for us to populate all. 1 मिनट में निकलता जाएगा. This is 60 means this is 60. This is 60 means this is 60. This is 60 means this is 60. If this is 60, this should be equal to 120. Then this should also be 120. This should also be 120. कितना easy है देखो तो. Understood? Okay. So let's go ahead and check one more item and then we get into some problem solvings. Okay. Now, There is also a theorem which says, suppose I have a line which is parallel to some line this, okay? So let's say I have a line L and L is parallel to a line M, right? L is parallel to M. And there is a third line, let's say out here, and this is line N. And I say N is a line which is also parallel to M. Triangle formation. Which means these two lines must be parallel to each other. In such a scenario, L has to be parallel to N. Obviously. Don't you think so? If this line is parallel to this line, and if this line is parallel to this line, these two lines are mutually parallel to each other. So, right, if two lines are parallel individually to a third line, if two lines are individually parallel to a third line, aisa nahi ki the third line has to be in between them, it can be anywhere in the universe. If two lines are individually parallel to a third line, the two lines are mutually perpendicular to each other. The two lines are mutually perpendicular to each other. Oh, sorry, why am I using perpendicular? If two lines are parallel, if two lines are individually parallel to a third line, sorry children, if two lines are individually parallel to a third line, thank you Ananya, then the two lines are mutually parallel to each other. Okay? Have we understood? Are, why do you need to look at his book? Have you understood what I have said the story? So what? The story is simple. Blah blah likes blah blah, blah blah likes blah blah, so blah blah must like blah blah. And that you have to write in English, which you're very good in English. You know, I'm not that good. Are we fine? Okay. Now, I'm just stopping in between before we go to points. No, and everyone answers just when I ask. Okay, Ananya, in Glendale, is there any chapter that has been taught which I have not taught so far? Others in Glendale also think whether what she's saying is also correct. Is there anything? What are you doing currently in Glendale? Lines and angles. That means you are coming from chapter 1 to lines and angles. In between, did you do Heron's formula? You all have not done. So you all are coming straight away as per the book, content wise. Fine. हाँ
सर हमने पॉलिनोमियल नहीं
हाँ तो नहीं किया कोई बात नहीं, कुछ कर लिया मैंने नहीं करवाया. Okay, Phoenix Greens. How about lines and angles? Over. So you are in triangles. That you're done with triangles. And Euclid तो मैं पढ़ाता ही नहीं हूँ, मुझे नहीं आता है वो स्टोरी लाइन टॉपिक है, खुद पढ़ लो. Heron's formula have you done? अभी कर रहे हैं. That means I am not taught triangles to you. Very good. Okay. Bill open mind. What is your scenario? नहीं हम आगे हैं या आप आगे हो? मैं आगे हूं तो कोई टेंशन नहीं. डीपीएस गच्ची बोली ये हो गया है और इससे पहले के सारे हो गए हैं. ओके फाइन. एट योर स्कूल बेटो lines and angles, is there anything that you have done and we have not done? Are you aware what we have done first of all? Then only you can answer. You're fine. Okay. At your school I'm ahead. Okay. Now coming to Chirek, Aditi, is there anything additional that you have studied so far that we have not studied? Only Euclid's geometry. Is there anything great in Euclid's geometry that you don't understand? उसमें axiom उसका questions भी नहीं आता है. And why they include that chapter? Harshit, in your school?
same sir except polynomials.
Polynomials not done.
Not done.
And anything has been taught which I have not taught?
Euclid's geometry.
हाँ, Euclid's geometry भूल जाओ. I don't know actually. If you hit me and मुझे crucify भी कर दो तो I won't be able to teach. I myself don't know. I've not taught that chapter over years. Okay. And then Hannah suddenly disappeared. Hannah madam has gone to fetch her textbook maybe.
So that's the internet issue, so it's not. I joined through the phone now.
Okay, with the phone. What I'm asking, beta, is there anything in your school you have done that I have not taught?
Sir,
Euclid geometry is not there in my syllabus. That is a discount you have to give me. Okay. And other than that, all I'm done. So it's only with Phoenix Greens that we have to do a little bit of triangles, right? Okay. Has any school got any tentative indication of your the first PTs are over, right? With all school. अच्छा फर्स्ट सेम मींस द दशहरा ब्रेक से पहले जो एग्जाम होगा वो मतलब एनी एडिशनल चैप्टर्स अपार्ट फ्रॉम these only. Anyone, any school has given any heads up to the Dashera exams? Because my plan is, if this is the thing, we will wrap up this, because in geometry it's more about practice. We'll do triangles and then we will stop paper solvings. We'll start for maths also. If not from next Friday, at least from the Friday after this. Okay. PT2 से मतलब नहीं है हमें, टर्म 1 से मतलब है, हम तो आगे हैं, उसकी टेंशन नहीं है, राइट? एनी फिजिक्स में साउंड हो गया है, ठीक है, दैट्स इफ देयर इज एनीथिंग दैट यू डोंट अंडरस्टैंड, लेट मी नो. ओके, anyone in physics, now tell me any school in physics apart from Phoenix Green that has done something that I have not yet taught? Chapter 1 to 3. And chemistry, we are almost chapter 1 to 3 done. Almost what we are done. I don't think any school will go up till 4. So triangles is something, if time permits, we'll give you a, if required, आप तीनों को अलग से sound थोड़ा बता भी देंगे if you are facing any problem in sound. ठीक है, let's go on to problems now. And please, chemistry, I gave you that paper, you all solved it. I don't know how many of you have got home back and again done. The more paper you solve, the more you'll do good in the exams. Simple bottom line. And follow that process for your other subjects like bio, social studies, your language. आपको अच्छा करना है. चलिए. So let's take some problems and try to do them. Okay. We'll do them as a discussion scratch work only. You can do it in pair later on, but one or two problems I'll show you how to write. Although I have. So this is a given, a figure is given in this problem, okay? So देख रहे हैं अभी, फ्री हैंड से भी खींचना तो सीधा लाइन ही होता है ना? लेवल लेवल की बात है भाई साहब. Saying so, if there is something great head and tail you have not understood about Euclid, do let me know. But so far in any batch, no one had had any problem with this. Okay, so draw the figure first. So let's see what is the given data. I wish you were so attentive in school also, Bakul. Then tomorrow would not have been a miserable day for you. How do you sleep the night before PTMs? The whole house is not sleeping. Mom does not sleep, dad does not sleep. The two sons are also not sleeping. And you are happy about it, na? Oh, investiture, and you'll do what? Tomorrow some meditation. If God is on earth, let me come and bless me.
Not talk about social for 2 days.
The best is social madam gets fever tonight. To find angle XMY. Okay? To find angle XMY. Correct. Now, such sort of problem, in many geometry problem, you will come across something which is called construction. This problem will need a construction. So a construction would be, say we draw EF parallel to PQ. Therefore, EF must be parallel to RS also. Now, did you understand why I wrote this statement? We are drawing a line EF. So let me draw a line EF. We are drawing EF parallel to PQ. So this is my line, say EF. This is construction. Parallel to PQ. Draw line EF parallel to PQ through M. Through M. Now look, we are using that theorem. If this line is parallel to this line, then this line has to be parallel to this because these two are parallel to each other. ठीक है ना? Already is given to you, PQ is parallel to RS. And you have drawn the yellow line parallel to the top line. So the yellow line is automatically parallel to the bottom line. If such be the case, then MX is a transversal as well as MY is a transversal. ठीक है? अब हम आराम से निकाल ही सकते हैं. हमें निकालना क्या है? XMY. XMY as an angle is born out of the addition of two angles out here. So if this is 40, this angle has to be 40 by alternate interior angles. And if this is 135, this angle should be 45. Consecutive interior angles are supplementary. So this has to be 45 degree. Have you understood this logic or not? Everyone, have you understood? Aditi, Harshit, Tekbir, ये logic समझ में आया कि नहीं? ठीक है? तो इस logic को हम लिखते हैं, मैं नीचे नहीं लिख रहा हूँ. So how do we write our findings? You will write it right below it. So we write that angle FMY should be equal to angle MYR. They form what is known as alternate interior angles for EF parallel to RS. For EF parallel to RS, this is alternate interior angle. Therefore, FMY's value becomes how much? Angle FMY is equal to 40 degree. Dipti, did you understand or not? Okay. And similarly, we will write angle QXM plus angle XMF should be equal to 180 degree co-interior or consecutive interior angles. Co-interior angles. Perfecto. Therefore, we are interested to find out angle XMF, which should be equal to 180 minus 135, which is equal to 45 degree. And now our final finding, which we have been asked to find out. Therefore, angle XMY is equal to angle FMY plus angle XMF, which is equal to 40 plus 45, which equals to 85 degrees. This is a proper way to write. And here also we should write, this is for PQ parallel to EF. This is the exact way to do an analytical geometry problem. सुंदर से स्टेप वाइज लिखिए. सुंदर लिखेंगे, सुंदर मार्क्स मिलेगा. बंदर लिखेंगे, बंदर मार्क्स मिलेगा. पैरेलल लाइन ड्रॉ किया था? या राइट. वेरी नाइस. दैट इज द वे टू राइट. आर वी फाइन? चले एक और करें. आइए. कैन आई टर्न द पेज चिल्ड्रन, ऑल ऑफ यू? ओह नो सर. ओके. देख भी 15 मिनट हो गया. पेट दर्द थोड़ा घटा है कि नहीं? अच्छा घट गया. हाँ सर, ना सर. देख भी सब्जी बेचने से अच्छा रहता है. भिंडी कितने दिए हैं? 8 रुपया. आलू कैसे दिए भाई? 12 रुपया. कम होगा, नहीं होगा, ताजा है, ताजा है, मतलब घोसली जैसा बात करता है, रोबोटिक वॉइस है उसका। चलिए एक और प्रॉब्लम करते हैं। When I turn back, the screen shows your face reflections. So if you are thinking that I am not able to make out who is talking, then you are unfortunately coding me as an idiot, which I am not. You understand that, right? And my childhood report is even more notorious than you guys. So you should know with whom you're taking the match. Yes, Vakul and Ved, you understand? You better understand. I don't know, Ritisha might be angry on us. On me, not us. Okay, draw the diagram nicely and neatly. In what you call in geometry, do not leave a single NCRT example also. Goes right for grade 10, even final boards. Sometimes in grade 10 final boards, they exactly give you a replica of the same problem. Same problem, data भी वही दे देता है. Four criteria are given to you to find values of x, y, and z. क्या क्या निकालना है बेटा? Values of x, y, and z. Shall we? Now, so I'll just give you the trick. You all also know how to do it. So if these are, see, it's given that this particular line is parallel to this is parallel to this, so all the lines are parallel to each other, number one. If this angle is 90 degree, then this angle should also be how much? 90 degree. This is what is also known to us. This is 55, this is 90. They all form a linear pair. So 55 plus 90 is 145, and 145 plus how much? Another 35. Should make it how much? 180 degree. 90, 90. This is the transversal. These two are parallel lines. ये transversal है. भाभी समझ में आ रहा है तो? ये 90 है तो ये भी 90 है. और ऐसे भी this is parallel to this, this is parallel to this, this is parallel to this. Two are parallel. So these are alternate interior angles which should be equal. Therefore, this is 90, this is 55, so this is 35. मिल गया. अगर ये 35 है तो ये एंगल कितना होना चाहिए? Again, this is parallel to this, so this should also be 35. And if this is 35, this is corresponding angle. This should also be 35 degree. Anyone has any dispute? Check on the understanding. आरिश कुछ गलत हुआ है क्या? नहीं, आप ऐसे देख रहे हो इसलिए मैंने सोचा कुछ गलत तो नहीं हुआ. This is 90, this is 90. 90 plus 55 is how much? 145. 145 plus 35, 180. If this is 35, then this should be 35. The alternate interior, nay, 35 plus 90. Good. That was what I was looking for. So this should be 35 plus 90. So this angle would be how much? 125 degrees. And this angle would be also 125 degrees. Did you understand? कैसे? थोड़ी देर के लिए बेटा इन दोनों लाइंस को देखो और कुछ मत देखो, और इन दोनों लाइंस में ट्रांसवर्सल कौन बन रहा है, थोड़ा सा फिगर म्यूटेट हो जाएगा, डोंट वरी। सो इन दोनों लाइंस में ट्रांसवर्सल ये लाइन बन रहा है। बात समझ में आ रही है? अब आपका ऑल्टरनेट एंगल्स का फॉर्मेशन क्या है जरा देखिए। ऑल्टरनेट एंगल्स का फॉर्मेशन इज समथिंग लाइक दिस। ये एक ऑल्टरनेट एंगल है इसके साथ, ये तो पैरेलल लाइंस है ना। अच्छा, अभी भी अगर आपको समझने में मुश्किल हो रहा है तो हम एक और काम कर सकते हैं, इस फिगर को रोटेट करने की भी कोशिश करेंगे तो भी सेम आएगा। बस ज्यादा रोटेट हो गया ना, 1 मिनट, हाँ 1 मिनट, राइट। सो अब देखिए, हाँ कुछ भी कर सकते हैं। नाउ जस्ट सी, डोंट यू थिंक दैट दीज टू लाइंस आर पैरेलल लाइंस and then this is the alternate interior angle formation? Point anything as long as your concepts are correct, ठीक है। तो इसको बना के कैसे लिखेंगे आप इसको try to write it down. I'm more worried about how you'll write. So start writing now. You are given what? ABC. From here what you get? AB parallel to CD and CD parallel to EF. This means AB is parallel to EF. AB is parallel to EF. And then you can straight away take, and if you have some other technique, as you were saying, co-interior and all, I don't mind anything as long as you are correct legally on the problem. Be correct with the proper reasoning. मैंने alternate interior angle लिया है, उससे पहले I don't have the right to use alternate interior angle unless the lines are parallel. So first I should prove that they are parallel. So I first prove that AB is parallel to EF and AE acts as a transversal. Then 90 equal to 90, alternate interior angle. Then what do I prove? I say CD is parallel to EF and now ED is a transversal. Then this angle whole and this angle are alternate interior angle. Then what do I say? This is parallel to this, BD is the transversal. Then this angle and this angle form corresponding angles and they are also equal. किसी को भी डाउट है तो पूछिएगा, लिखिए आराम से, लिखना बहुत जरूरी है। You get no marks for just finding this. This is not objective type questions. They will deduct your marks कि आपने 45 लिख दिया, बोलेंगे सर मेरा आंसर तो करेक्ट है। हाँ 1 मिनट है बेटा, यहाँ पे एक डाउट ले रहा हूँ फिर आपके पास आ रहा हूँ। कौन सा? हाँ आराम से लीनियर पेयर, जो भी आप देख कानूनन डिसीजन होना चाहिए। There are see the problem is in exam something should strike you to solve it. Yes Tekbir, बोलो बेटू। Z वाला एंगल कौन सा? 35। ये 90 है तो ये 90 समझ में आया? ये 90 है तो ये Z को ले लो, मैं ये लिख सकता हूं देखो तो 55 प्लस Z प्लस 90 शुड बी 180। ये लीनियर पेयर है ना, ये सीधा लाइन है बेटा, उसमें तीनों एंगल जोड़ेंगे तो 180 होना चाहिए ना। अभी समझ में आया Z क्यों कैसे हुआ? पेट दर्द घटा कि नहीं? हाँ शर्मा गया दर्द आपका, अजीब लोग। हाँ Are we okay? Please also solve problems from 90 डिग्री एंगल किसके साथ देख रहे हो तो मैं बताऊंगा आपको। ग्रीन वाला, green 90 is a alternate interior angle to white 90 for the condition when AB is parallel to EF and AE is the transversal। और बोलिए, फिर यहां पे जब लिखेंगे तब हम लिखेंगे 55 प्लस Z प्लस 90 is 180 लीनियर पेयर और एंगल्स इन स्ट्रेट एंगल स्ट्रेट लाइन। 90 डिग्री का कोई नोटेशन नहीं है, 90 लिखते हैं। जहां आप यूज कर रहे हो, देखो somebody you used say alternate interior angle, तो आप बताइए वो alternate interior angle हुआ क्यों, कौन पैरेलल था, कौन ट्रांसवर्सल था, वो बताना जरूरी है। अब मैंने इसको इन दोनों को क्या बोल दिया, कॉरस्पॉन्डिंग एंगल्स। हाउ? क्योंकि CD is parallel to AB and BD is acting as the transversal, ये आपको बताना जरूरी है। Write in such a manner that even if a boy just or a layman picks up your copy, he should be able to formulate and find that yes, child has understood and steps have been done chronologically, not by peeping into the friend's copy. अच्छा, समझ में आया? Okay. Can you open your NCERT books if you have brought? I had said if anyone needs, I have got one copy with me also. X और Y corresponding angles बनेंगे। यहां देखिए, ये देखिए, तुम्हारा लिविंग रूम, मेरा लिविंग रूम, तुम्हारा किचन, मेरा किचन, कॉरस्पॉन्डिंग बोलते हैं ना इसको। And we'll take up the last problem, okay? The last problem is something which you'll again do in grade 10. आपने grade 8 में पढ़ा था, laws of reflection. Angle of incidence is always equal to angle of reflection. And the angle of incidence is the angle between the incident ray and the normal. Side वाले को नहीं, थोड़ा सा basics बता देता हूँ, and then we can go into that problem. Say for example, अभी थोड़ी देर के लिए फिजिक्स समझ लेते हैं, ओके? से दिस इज अ मिरर, व्हाट मिरर बेटा? प्लेन मिरर। सो दिस इज अ प्लेन मिरर एंड आई हैव a ray which I call as incident ray. The incident ray is going and striking here. So can anybody tell me what is this point called? भूल गए हो तो?
Point of incidence.
Point of incidence. Very good. This is called the point of incidence. When you have a PTM tomorrow, people are very agile. Called point of incidence, and AO will be known as my incident ray. At the point of incidence, we always make something which is known as the normal at the point of incidence. So let's make the normal at the point of incidence. Normal means 90 degree at the point of incidence. Now the angle that the incident ray, the angle that the incident ray makes with the normal is called the angle of incidence, which is denoted by I. And laws of reflection tells me that the reflected ray will have an angle which will be exactly equal to the angle of incidence. So this is AO and this is OB. So this is my R, and we say I is always equal to R. This is the first law of reflection. Based on this knowledge, can you now take up question number 6 and try to solve it? If you need a book, extra copy, I can help you. Need? So that's what tuition bag is. Your school bag and tuition bag same or different? Different. That actually solves my answer. So tuition bag has the tuition book every day, which I just pick up before coming to the class. And that's why this book is missing. For last 3 classes, I've been saying, piche de dijiye usko. That always come with your NCERT in geometry classes. नहीं, क्वेश्चन 5 और there's a mirror question है कि नहीं एक? हाँ, जो भी है, मेरा बुक तो पुराना है ना, मिरर वाला क्वेश्चन है, उसको करने की कोशिश कीजिए। कौन कौन ऐसे हैं जिन्होंने एनसीईआरटी लाना सही नहीं समझा आज? 1 2 3 4, yeah. That grade 3 boy will draw a better line than that. What are you drawing, huh? Try to solve that question. And you know the knowledge. See, this is your incident ray, the reflected ray. So first draw one normal here, draw one normal, and then you'll get your answer. You read here, every question you write and then read. See, here the question will be written in English. Convert every English statement into mathematical statements. You can't write so much of things. You don't have that time. So if they are writing blah blah is parallel to blah blah, you just write it in form of symbols. Want me to help you on that? AB. No, first you write down, first draw the diagram. Then write down what is given in the problem. Always do like this. Draw the diagram. Your first part of your problem solving should always be to write the given data. You populate the given data mathematically. Don't write English out here. 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, what all are given. Then your next thing should be, what have you asked? What has been asked to find out from this problem? It can be 1 or it can be 2. Then comes, is there any construction that is required in this problem? Then you write your construction. Then comes your solution or your proof. It can be either prove that, then you write proof, and if it is find something, then you write solution. Now you try, I'm sitting with you, I'll help you, don't worry. Given, read the question and try to write every point that is given in the question. Do not miss it out. Can anyone who has written his or her given data narrate to me? What are the given data? Anyone who has completed writing the given data? PQ is parallel to RS, and I'll try to make the diagram based on this. Okay, PQ is parallel to RS. Then
AB strikes PQ at B.
that AB strikes PQ at B is nothing that we will write as a given data. Okay, then any other thing? C. Okay, fine, we'll write it. AB strikes at B. B or P?
B.
AB. How can AB strikes
Strikes
PQ?
PQ at B. BC strikes R.
So we will write AB. Maths wise लिखो ना. AB is incident on PQ. This is a better term. Optics कब काम में आएगा? और क्या है?
BC strikes RS.
So BC is incident on RS and RS. Okay, any other thing that is given? Then there is an emergent ray also, right? CD.
Reflects back.
And CD is the reflected ray. CD is reflected ray. Right? And even BC is also a reflected ray. RS. Reflected ray for PQ. बस हो गया स्टोरी. नाउ राइट टू फाइंड. क्या क्या फाइंड करने बोले? टू प्रूव है तो बढ़िया बात है. टू प्रूव लिखते हैं. आ जाओ बोलो. टू प्रूव. टू प्रूव. और कुछ? और कुछ भी नहीं है. क्या आपको लगता है इस प्रॉब्लम में यू नीड अ कंस्ट्रक्शन? You need a construction. So let me draw the diagram till that time. Okay. AB PQ is parallel to RS. PQ is parallel to PQ is parallel to RS. So I have a PQ, I have a RS, right? I have a PQ, I have a RS. Okay. Then it says what? AB is incident on PQ. So this is PQ and this is RS. AB is incident on PQ. So AB is incident on PQ. And then after that, we say BC is also the reflected ray from PQ, right? BC is also the reflected ray. So BC is also the reflected ray, just coming like this, right? And then further, this is reflected back, right? So this is A, this is B, this is C, this is D. All you have to prove is this. So what are the constructions that we can take? So construction, we will take, drop a normal from B, okay? B. So we have one construction here, and we can also have one more construction here. Now don't go only by optics. You have been asked to prove what, children? You have been asked to prove that this is parallel to this. So you just develop the alternate interior angle ratio. Somehow try to show that this angle is equal to this angle. In that case, this will be the transversal and these two lines will be parallel, right? This is what we will try to prove. This is what should work in our head. If we show this angle is equal to this angle, right? And we can always say that take this as I1, R1, right? And this angle will also be equal to, let's say this is I2 and this is R2, all right? So we write, now you know what to write. I1 will be equal to R1, laws of reflection, agreed? And then R1 then then we will write R1 is equal to I2. Who makes you say that? So we have say BS, and we have some say this is, rather we'll say BM, and we'll say this has been extended, and we say that this is CM. All right. So these two are parallel to each other, both being normal. Yes or no? BM is parallel to BN. One. So we'll say BN is parallel to CM. Why? BN and CN are perpendicular to parallel lines AB and PQ and RS. PQ and RS. Therefore, we can write R1 is equal to I2. And what is beta I2? I2 is equal to R2. Right? So now let us add them. I1 plus R1 can also be written as, instead of I1, what do we write now? I1 plus R1. Instead of R1, we can write as I2. What do you do from here? Tell me, how will you prove? This angle is equal to this angle. हाँ, और क्या प्रूफ हो गया आपका? इसको इसके साथ प्रूफ करना है इक्वल. कैसे प्रूफ करेंगे? I1 equals to R2 तो करेक्ट है, मैं भी समझता हूँ. I1 is equal to no, R1 is equal to I2. हाँ, but these are equal to each other ना, so all are same. देखो, इतना कोई confusion. And that they're parallel, these two are equal to each other ना. You are not using that equation. See, what did you get? You are getting I1 is equal to R1. Do you get this or not? You also have I2 is equal to R2. This is also there. And you also have a relation that R1 and I2 are same to each other. That means if you add these two and these two, they should be equal to each other. Are we fine? इनको यहाँ पे ले आओ, इसको इसके नीचे लिखो।
हम लोग या तो एक्सटेंड कर सकते हैं
नहीं, और एक्सटेंड करने की जरूरत ही नहीं है ना। इसको इसके साथ आपने इक्वल किया और इसको इक्वल करो, I2 इज इक्वल टू R2, दोनों को ऐड करो तो इसमें क्या हो गया, I1 प्लस I2 is equal to R1 plus R2. Now try to interchange. What is R1 equal to? R1 is equal to I2. And what is I2 equal to? I2 is equal to R1. इसको interchange कर दो तो हो गया बस. This angle is equal to this angle. Clear? That means they form alternate interior angles. And since the alternate interior angles are equal, these two rays are parallel to each other. इससे भी इजीली निकल जाएगा, हम लोग और कॉम्प्लिकेट करके सोच रहे हैं। ज्योमेट्री इज ऑल अबाउट प्रैक्टिस। हाँ, वो भी कर सकते हैं, बिल्कुल बना सकते हैं, लेकिन इसमें जो फिजिक्स का लॉज ऑफ रिफ्लेक्शन है वो आपको यूज करना ही पड़ेगा, वरना आप प्रूव नहीं कर पाओगे दैट एंगल ऑफ इंसिडेंस इज इक्वल टू एंगल ऑफ रिफ्लेक्शन फॉर प्लेन मिरर। ठीक है, so try 6.2 and slowly what you do, I will give you, see there I had given that worksheet of book of कुमार स्वामी सर का एक बुकलेट दिया था। पहले एनसीईआरटी कीजिए, इतना आरएस अग्रवाल जाने की भी जरूरत नहीं, उसके बाद उस बुकलेट के प्रॉब्लम्स अगर आपने किए ना, मोर देन इनफ है, मोर देन इनफ। in our next class we will get into triangles. See, these are all about practice, and if you are getting stuck up, please put the problem, don't wait for the class day, put it on Teams. अभी आप लोग Teams को अभी यूज किया है, बाकी बहुतों ने Teams को कम यूज किया, भाविया ने 1-2 बार यूज किया है। Like you have a problem, you bring it up, throw it up on Teams. I'm there. ये पूरा हफ्ता बैठने की जरूरत नहीं है, लेकिन diligently कीजिए, because once you're done with triangles, then we will get into paper practice. We have to do good in part term 1. No questions asked. हम लोग अप्रैल से पढ़ रहे हैं, नहीं तो खिड़की खोल के कूद जाने जैसी हालत है अगर हमें मार्क्स नहीं मिले तो, शर्मिंदगी। Understood? Class of Monday, if there is any damadol chances, I will inform. I have an appointment on Monday, so the appointment is as of now in the morning hours, but you can't say anything with the hospital. If they shift it to evening, then I'll keep you posted. Do have eyes on Teams as well as on the parent forum also. As of now, likely chances are not there. I should be there on Monday's class. ठीक है, तो यहाँ रंगारंग कार्यक्रम खत्म करें आज का। Try to solve those problems in Euclid's thing. If there is anything that you don't understand, bring it up. But please do these problems. ठीक है? Our next class we will go to triangles. चलो बच्चा, thank you so much, and see you again on Monday. Until then, bye bye.